Sydney is a city abundant in waterways. From the heads of Sydney Harbour to the reaches of the Parramatta River, Sydney takes full advantage to utilise perhaps the most underrated form of commuting in the city, the humble ferry. These floating beauties have come in many forms over the years, from river cats to jet cats, hydrofoils and freshwater class, to emerald catamarans and even the little mini cats. The ferries are both an excellent way to commute around water-adjacent suburbs and also provide a cost-effective way for visitors to have a scenic day out on the water. Along with being arguably the most pleasant way to commute around Sydney, the ferries are also one of the oldest, dating all the way back to European settlement in the late 1700s when a regular service began taking passengers from Sydney to the farming settlements in Parramatta. Over 2 centuries later, and many different ferry services have come and gone, and in some cases come back again, to suit the needs of the growing city and provide useful alternatives and connections to the bus and train networks. From the main city hubs of Circular Quay and Barangaroo, ferries transport customers to the North Shore suburbs, the Inner West, the Parramatta River suburbs, the Eastern suburbs, and arguably the most famous ferry trip, Manly, a ferry ride that is just as iconic for tourists to Sydney as a visit to Bondi Beach, particularly now with the reintroduction of the iconic and Aussie-built large ferries back into the service, especially useful for commuters on a stormy day when they can handle a massive swell, which makes for an epic journey out of the harbour. Although the ferries span an impressive amount of services around Sydney, some extra tweaks here and there would possibly help people commute and visit certain areas more efficiently. For example, the North Shore suburbs of Mosman and Manly are very geographically close to the eastern suburbs like Rose Bay and Watson Bay, but as it stands, to currently drive or bus from one side to the other can take up to an hour or more in heavy traffic, and the current ferry system requires the passenger to go to Circular Quay and travel back again on a different ferry. A new service connecting either Mosman or Manly with the eastern suburbs would eliminate travel time considerably, and the need to travel into the city to go between either area. In the summer months, particularly when the beaches are popular, I believe a service like this would prove very useful. More connections to the North Shore to other locations like Barangaroo would also be beneficial, especially now with a metro link in place. Staying with Manly, I would also like to see a better connection with Parramatta and the Parra River suburbs, providing residents and visitors a more direct ferry journey between Parramatta and Manly, one that bypasses Circular Quay for a faster journey between the second CBD and the popular beachside location. Again, maybe something that could be beneficial during the hotter months of the year. Are there any ferry journeys you would like to see added in Sydney? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more content. And until next time, happy commuting.